Hello everybody, my name is Gothic Lord UK. Welcome to the 1.0 release of Slots and Daggers. Thank you ever so much to the developer for sending me a key. I really enjoyed the demo, you guys enjoyed it too, so we're going to see what's going on here in 1.0. We're off. We have two things open. Does it remember our demo progress? No, it was just new games, so this is what we got. We'll start in the plains, and we have these things available. Massive blade is solid. I'll take a shield and a coin. I think, yeah, it's three to pick. So give me those, and we'll be on our way. Entering the Plains of Pain. An Ego, right? If you haven't seen the game before, we have some reels down here, and our equipment is attached to these reels. And as we spin, we gain benefits from our equipment. The enemies then attack us. It's pretty self-explanatory. Many of the weapons and equipment have these little mini-games where we can achieve critical hits and such. Others just have flat base effects like our money and our defense here. Hypothetically, you could do really small skill check hits while grinding money. But we don't need to min-max that hard right now. But I think, because we've got 4 reels available, it has carried on our progress over the demo. Right, defeat your first enemy. Achievement unlocked. We've got $18. We can improve the quality of our massive blade by 30% damage. We can buy a rusty dagger or a bow and arrow. We can reroll the shop. We can get some Gouda to increase our max HP by 25. Vampirism, 7% lifesteal when attacking, always active. And punch up to 10%, up to 10 physical damage using a skill check, 1 use per turn, costing $10. I'm going to take the Vampirism, and we'll be on our way. It's Mothgull. Now, everything seems very simple right now, but soon, oh boy, the numbers are going to scale out ahead of us, and we are going to be getting hit hard. So we need to make sure we're working on our defense and our HP, as well as our offense and our cash. We get 3 in a row, therefore the third one in the lane gets us a critical. There's a critical on a skill check as well. The attacks are physical and magical. We have a physical or a health and a shield. I think magical spells go directly through the shield and hit us right where it hurts, so look out for those. The chips that we're getting at the bottom of the screen can be used to gain meta progression in the main menu between games. Power-up remover. Remove a power-up from your inventory. I don't need that. Better shields. Big biceps. Banana. Gain 10 health. Gain 1 coins. Critical hit times 3. So that is a symbol for our reels if we want it, which is interesting. Not one I've seen before. Stake, gain 20 health, 1 use per turn. I think that's just a no-brainer. Boots, plus 20% bonus on physical damage. That is what this is doing, so we'll grab that as well. And we could do max HP or increase our shield. I'll take the shield upgrade at 50% extra. And here we have a hammer goblin. So here we can use the stake every single turn effectively, though we're at full health. It doesn't make a difference for us right now. Hopefully, along with our Vampirism, that was terrible. I need to really watch the wind-up on those better. Between that and our Vampirism, hopefully, we can stay alive, though our health currently not looking the strongest. But a bit of shield, certainly helping. 2 attacks here should be enough. Lovely. Healing spell. Gain up to 20 health. Critical hit times 3 using skill check. Coin upgrade. Energizer. Grants 120% magical damage when rolled. Critical bonus rolls over to next turn. Well, we don't have any magic damage, so not worried about that. Poison Sickle. 20 poison, 2 uses per turn, cost $10. Ring of Life, 20% bonus on healing, always active. That's great with our Vampirism and our Stake. And I'm going to upgrade my coin, because then more money means more economy, means more upgrades. Krabutar. Solid hits to start. They're hitting us for 47. That'll just get a little bit through our defenses, though. Huge defenses here at 123. And if it can't go over the bar, it just means that you've kind of scaled so that each pip is worth more because you've gained so much. But so far, so smooth. We've got dice down here in the bottom right corner that I believe should be rolling every time we get hit. And if they ever roll 3 of a kind, we get that amount in money, which is lovely. Right. 12 physical damage using a skill check. Crit hit times 3 grants 20% physical damage when rolled. I'm gonna keep with what's working here, I think. Ferocity. Critical successes of skill checks grants a respin of that wheel. Absolutely. And with exactly 14 cash, we'll upgrade our attack as well. The Queen of Snakes. Huge critical hit. We get to go again, because on crits we reroll the reel, and then that can give us the sword back. We can't chain those together, I believe. That really hurts, though. Stake. 73. Just barely hurts us. 138. 2 good attacks could do it. It's not going to, though. But I think we're going to be fine here. They're healing rather than attacking. Of course, we can always see the enemy intense. Flames of Pain completed. Hammer, 10 physical damage, 10 magical damage, 10% chance to stun the enemy. Coin bag, gain 1 to 4 coins, crit hit times 3. This is gain 2 coins, crit hit times 6. Upgrade our shield. Grants 40% attack bonus next turn. 1 use per turn, costs 7 to use. Mirror, all symbols will be executed 2 times next turn, cost 15 to use. Gouda, increased max HP. Give me the max HP, give me a better shield, and let's keep moving. To wherever this is, the Black Cemetery. The Beggar King once commanded an army of thieves. He tells stories of the grand siege on the citadel, the Battle of Kun. Now he guards the cemetery gates, smoking cigarettes and counting the moons. Okay. The Snatcher. 100 shield to start. Well, let's see what we can do about that. Not my best on skill checks, must be said. Now, if we had magical attacks, we'd get right behind his shields, but we don't. But the crits are solid. Alright, well, we do a bad attack, but we do get a little extra money for it, so not too concerned, especially because these attacks will be enough if I can even do a tiny bit of damage with those. So we always heal to full after every round, and our shield depletes to 0. Fireball, 10 magic damage. Crit times 3. Ritual Dagger, 10 physical, 10 magical damage, 100% lifesteal. Upgrade Coin. Crossbow, up to 40 physical damage using a skill check. 2 uses per turn, costs 7 to use. Pistol, 120 magic damage. 1 use per turn, costs 30. I kind of like that as just like a, if they've got little health but giant shield. 120 magic damage. It costs 30 to use, so we're going to have to hoard some cash. But I think that is something that we can make use of. A Skinless Walker. Really need to make sure we're getting these crits in because the extra value of rolling a reel an extra time is humongous. No need for stake, we're at full HP. Alright, we're going to be just fine here. We keep getting quick kill extra money, but I don't know how fast we have to go for a quick kill to qualify. Another 30% damage on our weapon. Better vampirism. We did take vampirism 1, didn't we? Or more Gouda. I'm just going to take the attack power. Burster. 580 HP. Sure is a lot. Solid crits though. Yeah, these attacks, not too scary. 3 times 12. Where's our vampirism here? This is vampirism 2? Not sure. No need for stake. Shame to miss the crit on that one. Right, these attacks are getting bigger pretty swiftly. But still no need for stake. I was not paying attention. I was too busy thinking about how much money we were getting. And it got me killed! No! Alright, we've unlocked the Penny Slinger, the Golden Key, and a gem. Gamble, gain 0 to 15 coins, 3 uses per turn, cost 10. That seems like negative EV. Unlocks an additional wheel, always active, incredible. 1.5 physical damage per coin on the table. Right, so if we refund all, we started with enough chips to have with 1 additional wheel. So, oh, buy your first modifier. Yep, there you go. We need a few more to get our 5th wheel, which will be very good for us. We could spend on some of these other passives. Actually, let's check what we've got now available to us. 5% resistance against physical attacks, 10% resistance against magical attacks, heals 7.5 every other turn, with a heal every turn per level, 25% physical attack strength, using power-ups is 10% cheaper, gain 20% more coins per level, upgrade shop items are 10% cheaper per level, adds a 2.5% chance of rolling critical hits, 25% magical attack strength per level, 100 starting health, 75 chips. Revive once when you die. Give me just a bunch more coins per level. And give me... Oh, I can't afford a little healing. Just whatever those are. Alright. Fresh game. So if we can get a couple of extra chips, we can buy that 5th reel and really get moving. Shall we try something else? Let's try a poison blade. And we are going to need cash and defense. That's just how the world works out here, I think. Alright, no mini games on this one, so faster to play. The poison stacking up nicely. But it's slower to kind of get going, to get it online. We seem to be losing 4 on poison per hit or per proc, but it does get behind their shield, which is nice. So working on our defense seems like it's going to be important. In which case, we'll do this and that. Be on our way. With no skill checks, it basically becomes an auto battler because we don't have to intervene with anything at any point. Did we get to really high poison really fast? Uncertain, but it feels like I did. Crit on the cash is lovely. I'd love to know how big a crit you would get if you had 5 reels and they were all the same symbol. Poison, we'll finish them off. Rusty dagger, 15 physical. Hammer, more cash. Make my coins better. Give me more max HP. And I'll hold the cash for now. It's just a case of can we get strong enough, fast enough. Yeah, so each dagger is 10 poison. Obviously, if we can increase that, I'd be very happy. What we can't do is decrease to fewer than 3 reels. That's huge cash. Holy. Now can we just live through this fight to spend it is going to be a whole deal. Alright, with 40 poison, they should have 2 attacks left in them. Or even just 1 attack because the poison's going to go at the start of their turn. Right, we really need to capitalize on all this cash we've now received. Spend 10 to get 0 to 15 back. 40% next attack next turn uses 1 cheese. Fireball, healing spell, poison blade. Upgrade the poison blade. Reroll. Upgrade the shield. Penny Slinger. 1.5 physical damage per coin on the table. I mean, we could pivot really hard here while we've got so much money. Do I want steak? I kind of want all of this, but I also don't want to spend this much money. 1.5 physical damage per coin on the table. 63 on the table is 90 damage with 3x on a crit. Take the steak. You know what? I'm just going to take it all, and we'll try and regain some cash over time here. Oh, 3 sixes is an extra $18. That's humongous for us. Because that money is just going to immediately become our attack. $139 damage. Humongous. I will upgrade that. Critical success of skill checks grants a respin. We don't have any skill checks. I think I'm just gonna... We could take Gouda for 14. Alright, I'll do it. But I do want to keep hoarding cash as best I can. However, getting through the Queen of Snakes in 4 attacks is going to be massive. That is 125 armor. Easy game. More defense. All symbols will be executed twice next turn. 1 use per turn, $15. 20 poison. More Gouda. More shield upgrade. Same little story. Into the Black Cemetery. We're down to $25. That got lower faster than I would like. But I'm sure it's going to be okay. I'm sure. Especially as our attacks just get more effective every time we roll a coin. Don't need to use the stake. Alright, next round, I'm not buying anything. I'm just allowing our money to increase. Oh, but 50% upgrade in coins is worth it. Can't afford an extra reel. Don't want it anyway. We'd have like, if we get this too low, we'll have no attack power and then we won't be able to win a round to get more stuff later. So we do have to take some care. So keep the cash up. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Rushed it. Quick kill, an extra 5. 10% damage on that is a yes. Otherwise, I'm just going to keep the cash high. The cleaver. Only 34 damage. Not too bad. Each shield now 50 defense to us. I could have staked, but shouldn't be the end of us. Lovely. 77 gold. I will upgrade that and then go. Skinless Walker. No issues here whatsoever. Love seeing attacks on the right reels because it means we get the cash out of the left reels and 3 5s. Even more money, yes. Oh, I want these, but I also want to just have giant damage, you know? The Butcher of Kull. Yeah, this is working. There might be an argument for getting a attack that we can use as a skill check for cash, just on the off chance that they have a little health left. The Black Cemetery, complete the Black Cemetery. Iron Shield grants 40 shield, crit hit times 3. Grants 60 shield, crit hit times 3. Well, we've already got that upgraded. Another level in Penny Slinger. I think you have to. Boots, 20% physical bonus damage. That's probably worth it. Ring of Life and Gouda again. I think we'll hold off on those. And into the third zone, the Cursed Swamp. Never been here before. Story time? No. Horned Goblin. That is a big attack. I cannot deny it. More coins. And we go. King Como. That is a lot. Are you attacking through our shield? You are. That's a problem. Well, I think we're going to get through this and then only have to hit them once more. But it was a little scary. 10% more damage for 26. Maybe we skip one of these now to keep our money higher, and then we take it next time to keep the cash value doing more damage. Death Trout. Or Dead Trout. Alright. The huge shield is great. They've got 1,000 health, which is a little scary. But we just need 4 attacks and we'll be okay. Oh, I should have staked. I don't know why it wouldn't automatically do stake every time. Maybe there's something where if your health is lower, you have more attack power or something. 100. Bomb. 10 magical damage plus 7 damage every time this symbol shows. That's interesting. Level 4. 1.95 physical damage per coin on the table. 2.1. I kind of want Gouda as well because some of these are doing magical attacks that are getting through our physical shield, so more health would be really good. But I'm a little scared about balancing our purchasing versus our attacking. Alright, good shields. Stake. A single attack, and we're golden. Make sure we're staking. Alright, we're fine. I think we probably don't buy anything here. Shuriken, up to 80 physical damage using skill checks. That's a lot. I'm just going to keep my cash high. Knight of Barga. Oh my god, 221? He one-shot us? What the AF? Good grief. Wrench. Nudge one wheel by up to 3 symbols. 8 physical damage per current shield. Gain 100% coins when rolled. Critical bonus carries over to next turn. New high score. Chips earned 124. Right, so if we refund all here, we can now afford to have all the wheels. Start with 3 additional wheels per level. 3 additional wheels per level. That doesn't quite sound right for the English, but we should now have, instead of 3 wheels, 5 wheels. So we'll just check that. So we're not going to do this run, but I just want to check that this is working as expected. Yeah. Alright. Get me out of there. So, join me next time. We will make use of our 5 reel build and see if we can make it further than the Cursed Swamp. For now, thank you very much for watching. Let me know in the comments if you want to see more of this. Hit that like button, subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.